How do other remote organizations provide a service equivalent to what could be provided by having all of your key players under one roof? And furthermore, she explains, I'm anxiously trying to convert my suite of outsourced services. And after having a brainstorming discussion with my team of independent contractors, the resounding response to change was, one, well, I have other things going on. Or two, I have another job to focus on as well. She says, I'm a bit discouraged. I love my clients and I want my team to work with them using the same care, support, and attention to detail as I would. How do other remote organizations handle this? And my response, which I'm going to share with you, seemed to really touch the hearts of a lot of people. And what I want you to do is, if you find yourself in this situation, whether you are an outsourced provider of services or whether your organization is considering them, it's part of the quintessential question, make or buy, right? Do we have people do this in-house, or do we bring in independent contractors? And this is what I have to share with you from the bottom of my heart, as well as from the top of my business mind. I want you to remember that every human being is free to choose at all times, regardless of their status as an employee or an independent contractor. So this really isn't a question of the legal status of who you choose to work with. If they're employees or independent contractors, you have to remember that they are free to choose. People will always have commitments outside of their commitment to you and your organization. It's going to be a job, or it's going to be a hobby, or it's going to be a family, or whatever else. And don't forget, a lot of people are hustlers. Anybody like that on this call? A lot of people are hustlers with multiple jobs, regardless of what they do while they're with your company. So even if you do have an employment contract with a non-compete, you can't keep an employee from doing non-competing work or from having other commitments. This really isn't a question about should we hire someone in-house or engage the services of an outsourced independent contractor. It's about recruiting other people who share your vision, other people who have the same vision that you do. So I'm going to invite you to take on the real question here. How do I inspire my team to support my vision? And here's another way to look at it, if this is what you're up to. How do I find people who share my vision? Maybe you only want to inspire up to a certain point, or maybe you do your thing to inspire, and you know what? A free human being has decided that he or she doesn't share that vision, and that person is going to go and do other things with his or her career. That person is free to do that. So how do I find people who share my vision? How do I inspire my team to support my vision? Those, I invite you to consider, are the real questions to ask. And the question of legal status as employee or independent contractor just doesn't come into play. For that, the IRS has a 20-point checklist. And anybody can ask me about that if they feel like it.